Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger. Look at who I got on my shirt. I got this I Am Groot, mini Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy t shirt at Telco today. And I am so glad my dad got this for me. It's awesome. I mean, I already got a Guardians of the Galaxy t shirt, but wow. Awesome. I'm also reviewing the 2000s movie tonight, and it's a sci fi drama, kind of horror ish film from 2001 with a really good lead, and it brought him into the superstardom, into more feature films as a lead. And he's good in the film. It's really weird, though, this movie. This is the director's cut of Donnie Darko, the director's cut, in case you didn't see it. Really good freaking movie. I gotta say, the praise that this gets on IMDb, it rightfully deserves it. This film kind of took me off guard at first because I'm like, I never heard of it, and then I bought it on DVD. These are the DVDs a couple years ago. I think last year or something, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna finally watch this movie, and I'm like, wow, I'm so glad that I did. It said one of the key American films of the decade. I agree. This was one of the better, darker, sci-fi dramas of 2000 of the 2000s, so the early 2000s, because Jake Gyllenhaal really good in this freaking movie. Yeah, you can call him emo, you can call him weird and awkward, but his performance is stellar in this. Nobody can say that he did a bad performance. Not any critic that I've heard from, because this is when he was really young. I think this is when he was like in his early 20s, like back in 2001, 15 years ago. So yeah, because I don't think he's in his 40s yet. And this has an amazing freaking cast. I mean, look at this. You got Jake Gyllenhaal, you got Drew Barrymore, you got Maggie Gyllenhaal, his little sister or older sister. You have Jenna Malone, that cutie pie from Sucker Punch, who was my favorite character, but then they killed her off. And she was also in the Hunger Games sequels, Catching Fire, Mockingjay Parts 1 and 2. Absolutely gorgeous actress. She was really young here, you can tell. I mean, she has like long dark hair, and she's like got a young face. Absolutely adorable. I love Jenna Malone. I think she's extremely underrated. She should get more roles where she's this goddess, because I'm like, yep, you got me. She's all woman. You got Beth Grant, you got Mary McDonald, you have Holmes Osborne, Catherine Ross, Patrick Swayze, years before he passed away. Rest in peace, Patrick Swayze, and Noah Weil, who I like from I think it's the same guy from the those Librarian films and from Falling Skies. Yeah, it's got a really stellar cast. I mean, this is a really well done movie. Richard Kelly, this is his best film. I know he did other films after this, but they did not measure up to the cult status of this film. It's a very weird film. It follows the life of this boy, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, who's he starts seeing this really creepy looking bunny from outer space, a guy that's sitting next to him. He hallucinates and he sees these weird visions. And, it's a culmination of all the things in his head. It is a long movie. The director's cut, it's 2 hours and 12 minutes. So it is not a short task to get through. It is a little bit long in the tooth. I haven't seen the theatrical cut, but I'm glad with this because this is the full version, and it's the version to see. Uh, it's got a ton of features. It's got a commentary with the director and the writer and Kevin Smith. That's awesome. And the second disc has a production diary and a making of, featurettes, documentary, and director's cut theatrical trailer. Which I didn't see the trailer for this because I don't like watching trailers anymore. If it's gonna spoil the movie, it's not worth it unless the trailer's a minute long. But here, this is a good freaking movie. Really, really good. Like the dark atmosphere of this is better than a lot of horror movies today. The things that happen in this movie are so trippy and weird and just off-putting, but it works because of Jake Gyllenhaal's performance. From his perspective, you get to see everything that happens, and it's like, wow, this movie's intriguing. And I heard that they made a crappy sequel called SS Darko, but I didn't bother with that because I heard it was terrible and it doesn't have the atmosphere that this one did. And to me, this is the kind of film that works only one time. You cannot do a sequel. It's like doing a sequel to A Beautiful Mind or Inception or something like that. It doesn't work. One time is good enough. And this is one time that I had a great time with, this movie. And two thumbs up, I agree with Ebert and Roper. It's dark and compelling. It's not just dark and, oh, I'm depressed. No, it's a really solid movie. And I would definitely recommend it to you guys if you haven't seen it. See this one. I'm avoiding SS Darko because it cannot measure up to this one. and it doesn't have Gyllenhaal anyway. So, and I'm really really glad I got this on DVD because it's a rare film to find on DVD in this director's cut. With the two discs, and it's not out of print or anything. It's just harder to find than other DVDs of Donnie Darko. Some are just a theatrical cut, but yeah, it's a it's a good looking film. The sound is awesome. I don't remember the soundtrack too much, but it was decent, and the performances overall are really really stellar. It's a movie that I wish that would they would make more films like this that are atmospheric, dark, but not too depressing, and you see the thing through a guy's point of view, which is extremely rare now, especially with films in the horror genre or thriller genre or films like some sci-fi movies that are not made by Marvel. Hintity hint hint. Yeah, so I'm glad that I got to review this movie because I was like, I wanted to wear my Baby Groot shirt and review a sci-fi movie that's pretty damn awesome. Didn't make a lot of money at the box office. It should have. This should have made the money that a lot of these sci-fi movies have made. I wish this made more than Fembusters because this could have become a major franchise. You wouldn't have had, if you had one shitty sequel, you could have had two other sequels that could have worked. But one movie is enough. But it deserves better. It deserves more attention from folks that haven't seen it. It gets a lot of praise, which it deserves. It's very atmospheric. Like if you want to see a movie suck you in without beating it over your head or preaching to you or being some freaking agenda, watch this. You will not be disappointed. You're gonna be sucked right in as soon as the movie starts. It's like, wow, this is art. I will say this movie is art. It's a great work of art. Is it perfect? No, it's a little bit too long, but it's really well done. And it just works all around. I think Seth Rogen is in the movie as well in the cameo. He has a small part. He's not. This is years before he had done those comedies, and it's just a dark movie that interests me. And you have Jenna Malone, who I'm like, that girl is so adorable. I want to just date her like right away. I know she's like a couple months older than me. I do not care. I think she's beautiful, and she's a good actress too. She's not just a pair of tits. But anyway, Donnie Darko is awesome. Stick with the director's cut. I think it's better. The theatrical cut I never watched, but this adds more, and it definitely deserves it. And it's more fitting that way. And it's R rated, so it doesn't hold back, which is great. Anyway, that's my review of Donnie Darko. I hope you guys love my shirt. I am super proud of this because I love Groot, Mini Groot. He's so cute. Can't wait to see him in Guardians too. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. You guys are awesome. Your feedback is always welcome here. No, what's not welcome in this channel is a lot of melodrama and bullshit. That I won't tolerate. But anything else is good. Stick to positivity on YouTube because there's a lot of YouTube users that are just negative and just want to bring people down. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.